I'm really excited today. We have a phenomenal guest, and Stacey Harden is here. She's a native of Jacksonville, Florida, a nurse practitioner, and a gym junkie. And you know, we love having junkies on our show and nurse practitioners. Everybody knows they're much better than doctors, okay? So she's created a platform for mirroring her philosophy of life, which is health and fitness, known, and it's her organization that she's created called the Discovery Health Zone. So DHZ for short is a private gym infused with a wellness clinic. So their mission is to empower and educate the community with essential tools to help sustain a quality of life. Apart from empowering the community, what she also does is identify risk factors. So if you have a risk factor, some people aren't even aware of risk factors they have. So having a health expert actually help you to identify those risk factors can contribute to improving your health. So she's conducted some studies. I'm sure she's going to share those with us. And there's an event that's coming up, and Stacey's going to share about the event with us as well. So without me rambling on any further, I'm going to introduce you to Miss Stacey Harden.
Hello, thank you for having me. I'm very excited. I would like to first just tell you that along with what you've already said, I'm out here and I'm just trying to empower and educate as much as possible. I stand on the fact that, yes, I do feel like we are much more personable than doctors. I don't take anything away from them. But our educational track is much more different. We had to start at the bedside. We believe in educating, and I believe that that is where the gap, especially with healthcare, is in our community. A lot of providers, we write prescriptions without explaining why and what it is that got us to that point to where you're here now. So my job is to pretty much prevent that from happening, disease prevention, as well as promoting a quality of health. I like to explain, I like to go into interventions that could help you rather than just giving you a Band-Aid. So right now we're gonna have a health event called Health is Wealth. And what that means for me is that without health, you don't have anything. It doesn't matter how much is in your bank account. It doesn't matter how good you look. It doesn't matter what type of car you drive. If you don't have your health, you don't have much at all. So health is wealth. There's going to be a team of us. We've collaborated with Florida Blue and some other vendors, UF, One Blood, that are going to be great resources for the community. We want to help you to identify if there are risk factors or just have an idea of your overall health. With that being said, we'll do blood pressure checks. That's so important. So many people go without even knowing if they're hypertensive. And then you have a lot that do know, but they're in denial. And what happens is over a period of time, you're walking around and your pressures are high. And eventually your body can only take so much. So one or two things happen. You're going to either have a heart attack, you can have a stroke, an aneurysm. Each time your pressure goes up, you're damaging your kidney. So there's so many things that go with that, and we can avoid that.
I'm sorry, Stacey. It's really interesting that you're taking this tact on healthcare, because it sounds like you're spending a lot more time with the people that you're supporting. And since you've been in this community for a long time, is that what motivated you to pair healthcare and wellness and put them together? What was the motivating factor there?
Well, I became a mother at a young age, and I was looking for job security. And for me, at that time, it was nursing. So I became a nurse. I found a joy in becoming a nurse, but I wanted a little bit more autonomy. So I became a nurse practitioner. In doing so, I also needed a stress reliever. Some type of way I got into fitness. I didn't come from a family of a fitness workout background, and I found a passion. It allowed me to kind of get away from the family. I felt like I was killing two birds with one stone. Not only am I doing something to help me internally, but for me at that time, I was like, well, I think I want to lose 20 pounds. But I realized after every workout, I felt better. So I believe it's safe to say my career and my lifestyle, they complement one another. And you know, a lot of the times, family and friends, they're going to go to the most convenient resource they can when they have a medical question, or being that they know that I love to work out, they're going to always come to me. So I created that platform just so that people could come to me.
It's nice because I notice how open and how approachable you are, which is great. We were at an event this weekend called Sister Strut, and it's a breast cancer walk for women of color primarily. And you were there, and I could see like you have this energy. There were people that were with you. You're incredibly approachable. It's like everyone seemed to know you. And you spent that time on the stage doing like these great Zumba moves. So, I mean, are you just naturally an extrovert? This is something you just knew. This is what I'm spreading the word.
I am an extrovert. However, there was a time that I only did workouts that I did a lot of lifting. It wasn't as inviting, especially for someone that had never worked out before. And so a lot of the times I would find myself inviting family and friends and no one would join me. So I decided to find a way that would be fun, that would be less intimidating, and that could kind of create a vibe like within our culture. And one thing we love is music. And as long as we could have a good time and hear good music, I think they would forget about the working out part. And it actually, to see it materialize has been an amazing thing for me. I didn't think that we would have all that we have right now. I started out outside under the bridge. We would step for free, and so many people would join me. I was like, maybe I should just find a little room where we could go no matter what the weather was doing. And that is how Discovery Health Zone kind of came about, because I said, well, fitness is off and on, but what if I could kind of incorporate medical as well for those seasons? And they just kind of came together and intertwined, and I think it was just a part of the plan. I know that my steps have been ordered and it doesn't feel like work.
Oh, well, when you hear that, you know you're on the right path. When
Absolutely.
you're doing what you're doing, it doesn't feel like work. You have tons of energy. I mean, you get up excited to do it each day. I mean, that's a real gift. Where in the city are you guys located? Discovery
We are
Health
in
Zone.
Jacksonville, Florida. 101 West 48th Street. For those that are from Jacksonville, we're in the plaza, the Harvey's Plaza, off of Main Street across from Jackson's track.
Ah, okay. Oh my God, that's a great neighborhood to have a center.
It is.
I noticed Discovery Health Zone, and I couldn't help but think the Blue Zone, because you're doing a lot of the programming that they're pushing really hard, like integrating wellness into a community that really would do well by having the additional services and support. So did that inspire you at all, or you were ahead of the curve? You were doing this before there was
I just recently heard about Blue Zone. We are looking to create a partnership with Blue Zone. So I can't say that I had heard of Blue Zone, but as I started to kind of get into it more, there are a lot of other organizations out there trying to implement wellness now. And so that's a big deal because we can't have enough. I believe that a lot of like the risk factors are culturally motivated. I had to unlearn a lot of what I was raised on, some of the carbs that we consumed each meal, and then to hear that, okay, diabetes and heart disease is number one in the African American community. And I beg to differ because I just kind of feel like certain foods and resources were put in the way, and that's all we knew. Like, so Like my family, they cooked a large pot of spaghetti because it went a long way, or a lot of fried chicken because it was good, cornbread, rice, gravy, things like that. But nobody ever taught me that that could turn around and just kind of be a bad thing. Like it felt.
Stacy, Stacy, I'm sorry, I can't hear you at the moment. Your signal went out on my end. So we're going to reset here for a moment. Okay, there you go. You're back. So I lost you for a minute.
Okay.
If we could go back and repeat that. And once we're finished, if you can keep your computer open. One thing about Riverside is we have to batch your signals. So when we're open, we just keep the computers open until it's finished
Okay.
batching the.
And what was the question? I don't even know what it was.
The question is, it was about blue zones and the connection between Discovery Health Zone and Blue Zone, and if there was one or not, and if there was one or not. That was the question.
Okay.
So whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Okay.
No, there was never a connection. I just recently learned about Blue Zone and I'm excited as we're trying to create a partnership. I believe that our visions and our mission are aligned. So, with that being said, I just look forward to kind of bringing more awareness in the community. I think partnerships will be great. With doing that, we can never have enough.
I agree with you. When I see other wellness people in the business here in town, I always think, oh my God, another partner right away.
Right.
Some people go, it's competition. It's not competition.
No.
This
No.
is someone else. Oh my God. I get thrilled. It's like I just take the opposite approach to that because
Absolutely.
I'm like, this is someone who's going to impact the population I might
Right.
not be able to reach.
Right.
I'm
We'll
so
be
excited.
stronger. We will be much stronger. I feel like a lot of things as far as like, let's just say health conditions and risk factors, I feel like they're culturally motivated. I came from a family background that did not exercise. We didn't watch, or my family probably still doesn't understand the carbohydrates, the count. Just putting 2 starches and 2 carbs on the plate. That's how I was raised. So I had to unlearn a lot of that. And my job again is to educate and to help people that look like me that don't know the difference to understand that we still can eat good, but it's the way you do it. You pick and choose, and you must work out.
They haven't banned you from family gatherings yet where it comes to that food. They look at you and go, oh, we ain't inviting
Absolutely.
Stacey to this.
Family and friends. If it looks like I'm having a good time and I'm eating a slice of cake, it's like I know you're not eating a slice of cake, and I'm like, but I work for it. Yeah.
They love it, right? Oh my
Yeah.
God, that is so funny. Our families are like something else. I'll tell you a quick story. I went to a Christmas dinner with my family in North Carolina, and I was curious. A lot of my family is overweight. My family is really similar to your family experience and background, and I said we're having like mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, cornbread, potato salad, all
Yeah.
on the same plate, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm saying, wait a minute, does anyone here have like diabetes? And one of my cousins said, oh, I got diabetes. And then that like started to train, right? Oh, so
Right.
do I. So do I. And they didn't even know each other had it. So all
Right.
of a sudden, everyone's saying, oh, you got it. I didn't know you had it too. So almost everyone there had diabetes. And I'm like, well, then how can you eat the stuff that we're eating now? And the consensus was, oh, I know when to stop. When I start feeling funny, I know to ease back. And I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I haven't been invited back. I'm just saying that the North Carolina contingent of the family was not happy me bringing up
Right,
diabetes at mealtime.
right.
It didn't
But
go
you
over
know
well.
what? That's just it. It's that lack of knowledge, and I don't want to call it ignorance, but a lot of it is just not knowing. And so it's our job, your job, my job, to bring that awareness to them. Something that I'll give you an example. I have, and I know a few patients and personal friends that waited to the point to where they were prescribed insulin. And for them, that was fine. It's like, okay, so I'll take my insulin and bring my sugars down and I'll still eat how I want. And so myself, I said, you do realize insulin will cut your lifetime down by 10 years. Not only that, but in a little bit, it's taking a toll on your kidneys. So, yeah, you can take this insulin now, but eventually you're going to need dialysis. They didn't tell you that, did they? So, why not just do what you need to do so that you can get rid? But again, nobody is teaching. You know, it's easier for me to just tell you to take your insulin and then we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So I'm just, rather than just making it easy and convenient, I really have a passion in what it is that I'm doing. And I really believe like health is wealth again. I believe in a quality of life. I believe like the things you put in your body is definitely going to show up later. So the less medications that we can not conform to and just kind of do things the right way, we'll have like the longevity is there. We have the recipe, you know.
Oh my
So
God. That event, you're going to be at this event. Can you give us the date of the event and location? Because after hearing this, everyone is going to want to be there. You really have a great way of motivating people and educating them. So please give us information on where we can be.
so
Where can we come and see you?
October the 21st, it starts at 9 o'clock. We're going to have free workout classes for all levels. We'll have a step class, an intro, so I'll break down every step for you. We're going to have health screenings, which will include A1C testing, cholesterol testing. We'll look at your BMI. We'll check your blood pressure. We'll provide you with resources and just kind of educate you on what everything means. From 9 to 1, the event is free. We're at 101 West 48th Street, Suite 6 and 7. You won't be able to miss us. We're going to be outdoors, indoors. We'll have some food. We'll have refreshments, a DJ, a jump house. I'm really, really, really excited. So anyone that has not had a checkup, anybody that, especially our males, get them over here. Let us help. I'm excited. You can follow my page. It's Discovery Health Zone on IG as well as Facebook.
Wow. I cannot wait to go. It is going to be really exciting. So uh, if you don't have health care and you may have not seen a doctor in a year,
Or
would that
10.
be okay for you to go?
Yes, yes. We're
Okay.
encouraging everyone to come out.
Whether you have insurance or not, you can go.
Right. Absolutely.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. So that's really fantastic. Um, so it's a way of really getting people to be seen that don't have the sometimes means to be
Right.
seen. A lot of
Right.
people have been laid off, and insurance is a big part of our jobs now.
Absolutely.
It's not like a separate thing. So
And we offer a healthcare plan where we can do some medication management, some acute care, some hypertension, diabetes, where I can treat you. It is not insurance, it's supplemental, but you'll have access to me, telehealth, um, and we'll at least be able to just kind of keep a overall picture of what is happening. And if, you know, God forbids, but if we have to write referrals to send you out elsewhere, we will. I just want the people to know that I do have a plan here where they can be seen by me. It's under $70 a month, and
wow,
that's
that's
unlimited.
amazing.
It is.
Wow. Oh, wow. So if you don't have coverage right now because the marketplace is really expensive, and the sad thing about I think we had that. We don't have the Medicaid waiver that some states have.
Right,
So if
right,
you're in a
right.
income bracket
So we
that,
cut the middleman. It's just you and I.
oh wow,
One of the reasons why, like with Discovery Health Zone, that I pride myself on is that we hate the doctor's office in a sense. So I always wanted to create an atmosphere that was less intimidating, that was inviting, where you felt like you could talk to me without feeling shame. And so that's what we have here. I'm hoping to get as many people out that we can spread the word and just kind of grow our community into living a healthier life.
oh that's fantastic. So thank you for doing this. I mean, I see it as another amazing person doing their best to make the city a better place to live for all of its citizens. And so, Stacey, I mean, seriously, thank you so much for this event on the 21st.
Thank you.
Is there anything that you'd like to share that we may have missed?
Um, I can't think of anything that we may have missed, but I do want everybody to at least try one of our classes out that day. We'll have 3 classes. Jolisa is going to join us and host a free Zumba class. I'm going to host the step class, and then we'll have our other trainer here doing a full body boot camp. So we have 3 varieties there. There is no excuse.
Wow, it's going to be live. So thank you again, Stacey. I'm really looking forward to the event. And I'm telling you, if you're not sure what's going on with your health care, or even if you are, definitely come support and really have a great time. And the address one more time, Stacey?
101 West 48th Street. That is Jacksonville, Florida, 32208. We are in Suite 6 and Suite 7. We have a clinic and we have the studio, the gym.
Nice. Thank you very much. And if you have any other thoughts or questions as you're listening to the show, be sure to look at the show notes. Stacey has put information about her practice and the event coming up on the 21st there on the show notes. So if there's something you missed listening to, feel free to go to the show notes and read it. Have a really great day. Thank you for listening to another episode of Your Health Moment. I'm your host, Dr. Fitness, and we had our amazing guest, Stacey Harden.
Thank you.
God bless.